Hello and welcome. We are Beehive Quilt Shop here in Wellington, Kansas, and we're inviting you to learn more about our Block of the Month program. So I'm Annarose White, and I'm going to introduce you Jan Brody, who is the leader of this very exciting new project that we're doing. So Jan, tell us about this Block of the Month program.
The Block of the Month that we're going to be doing is starting in January. We're going to do the third Thursday of every month. We're going to have two sessions, one in the afternoon at 1 o'clock. And if you want to stay and sew the rest of the afternoon, that'd be great. And then we'll have another session for people who are working or just want to do a later afternoon. We'll do one at 6. And that will go, we're open until 7 on Thursdays. So this is Tula Pink's City Sampler Modern Quilt Blocks. I saw this a couple years ago, and a lady brought this in, and she was doing blocks, and she was putting them in the book, and it was the most lovely little scrapbook to look at.
Yes, perfectly pressed.
It was.
Oh, and there I see one in yours.
It was beautiful. So what this book is, it is 100 sample quilt blocks. They're 6.5 inch by 6.5. They're small, but they are easy to do, and they're addicting. They're a lot of fun. Nice thing about it is once you do number 1, you put it in the book. We're going to offer 3 colorways, 3 or 4. 3 or 4?
3 or 4.
Sure. Okay. And they will be, first of all, it will be the black and white. We're going to offer a fat quarter bundle, or fat quarter packet, I guess I should say. And that's going to be offered every month that you'll purchase. You'll purchase this book, and that will give you the patterns, and it's going to be up to you just to work through it. This is the black and white. We're also going to offer Alison Glass.
Yes.
Maybe a Ruby Star, and maybe Jen Kingwell.
Yes.
Fat quarters. Go ahead.
Yes. So the fat quarter packs, they're gonna have 7 fat quarters in them. Most of them. Some of them will vary. So the black and white one, which Jan is doing, is very Linework inspired. So Linework is a very cool line developed by a Tula Pink, printed by Free Spirit Fabrics. It's these bolts that you see here, and so Jan's colorway, the black and white, is Linework inspired, which means her program is gonna, most of those months are gonna have 2 blacks with white, 2 whites with black, 1 solid fabric, 1 or 2 solid, one solid fabric, and then another 1 piece of the Tula Linework line will be in each month. So the big thing is you're getting a good bundle of fat quarters that's priced at a discount to you. And so if you want to participate, we'll have a link registered on our website where you'll go in and put your name, and you'll select which colorway you're interested in signing up for. And it's basically, if you're new to Block of the Month, it's kind of like a subscription program. So each month you'll pay $19.99, and you'll get this fat quarter bundle pre-curated to have those color values, because this book is really great because you can learn anywhere from beginners to experts. And so Jan, can you tell us a little bit more about what they're going to be learning during these lecture demos that we do each month?
You're going to learn what I learned with this project, is that you're putting together color values, and you're putting together pieces of fabric that I probably would never have used in everyday sewing. You're gonna really learn how to what's going to look good together, what's not going to look together well, and then you're just going to make the block, and you're going to put it in the page, and you're going to turn the next page and do the next one.
Oh, it's so nice. See, this is just like a cooking show.
It is.
Poof, it's all made up. So Jan's going to walk you through those expert tips of how to press, how to cut tiny pieces, and different things like that. And what I love about this book as well is that there are 100 blocks in here that are the 6.5 inch, but the book also has a beautiful chapter at the end about all about different ways that you can set these blocks. And so unlike a normal Block of the Month, like where you have to make each block or your quilt won't be done, this quilt is going to have a lot of options. So maybe you're going to get 70 of the 100 done, and we will still work with you and help come up with whatever that setting is going to be to show off those blocks. A lot of the blocks in this book, I would say, really are like easy to medium. but there's a few in there, like there's like 10 or 12 that I would challenge someone who, unless you work with tiny pieces on an everyday basis, they're going to give you a bit of a challenge. But Jan will be able to walk you through what are those tips and tricks and how to be successful doing that. A lot of why I think this book is exciting is because there's a lot of things going on with color melt quilts, and that's what you call when you're doing like saturated colors or you're fading them or how you group them together. And so as we progress in the block of the month, we'll talk more about those pieces, about color value, arranging color, how to pop a color. We'll talk about auditioning fabric, one of Jan's.
I love doing that.
I guess Jan is amazing at auditioning fabric. So even though each month we're going to have these pure pre-curated packs of fabric, we're going to have encourage you to use your stash to add in to those projects so that you get a flavor of your own curation, but you could definitely be successful making the whole quilt just out of the fabrics that you're given. So you're going to get a total of at least 60 fat quarters throughout this program. And you may say, oh, that is a lot of fabric, but we're going to be fussy cutting, cutting, color melting. You may, Jan talked earlier about how these are addictive. I got to do a few of these in a hotel room the other night, and I kept texting Jan because they're just so fun to make. And so they're great to pre-plan, but you're just really going to enjoy it.
So it allows you to also learn how to do a little fussy cutting, which is my favorite thing to do. So I just happened to pick up the one with the bees in it, and it worked just great. So I have to tell a story about Annarose. So Annarose kept telling me that we needed to get, in doing these little projects, we need to get a target basket. And I'm thinking in Annarose's world, target, you know, that's the one you're going to use. That's the one you're going to center on. You want to focus. And so I was thinking, oh, what is this going to be? And then I realized after talking to her, it's a bin from Target. So get your bin from Target, and start filling it with the fat quarters. I happen to start putting them on comic book covers, and that seems to be a good way for me to see what I have and put it in my Target bin with my book, and we're gonna get started.
It does just stay so super organized. So again, if you're interested in doing this block of the month, there'll be a way for you to catch back up, but I'd really highly encourage you to get signed up to be able to start with us in January and go through the whole month by month. We will be doing some video of each time that we do a lecture each month, and so that if you can't join us for that day or something comes up, we'll definitely be able to catch you up with what you missed in that class. But we're really excited because Tula is very inspiring, and in each of her books, if you've ever read it before, she always has some messages or secret codes in there. And I'll let Jan read this part.
In her introduction, at the very end, she says, and in the end, it all comes down to this. Making something, again, is easy. Making something new is brave. And making something personal is essential. So let's be brave, and let's just do this the next year. How about that? Tula Pink 2013.
Join us.